Wow, that's something.
I talked recently with a college kid at one of these schools who said in each class before any student speaks, their
If he speaks, action is terminated.
name and say my pronouns are. Well, my name is Ted Cruz, and my pronouns are kiss my ass.
Ignore this call.
That's something.
Dude, I'm a Raven. You have to use pronouns. Fuck you, buddy.
Come on, man.
I'm having a digestive
It's the layup. Somebody did. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is the 1st of August, 2024. We are here in the Office Hours headquarters for another episode. Another morning of Office Hours Live. That's right, it's the program I began 18 years ago, where I'm able to express myself and my vision for your future and really unite this country together and make it a place for learning and tolerance. And we do that every day. Now, we do the show every day, but only on Thursdays do we do it live. And do we do it for anybody in the public? We generally, Mondays we do it here in the morning, and we do 2 hours, and the episodes are scrubbed.
It's always the same episode, too.
We do the script, we follow the script to the letter. We do that, we have a different script for each day, and we record them, broadcast them, film them, have guests come in, and then immediately they're scrubbed. No backups, they don't exist on the cloud. In a lot of ways. But Thursdays, we make it public and we do not scrub the episodes. We keep it up for everybody to watch whenever. You could be watching this in the year 2100. Imagine that, Doug, the year 2100. 2100. How many years away is that, Vic?
I wasn't listening. So I don't know what number.
It'd be 100 minus 24.
Oh, it'd be 76.
76. In 76 years from now, we'll be watching the show. What do you think laptops will look like in 76 years, Doug?
Crystal clear.
There you go. All-day battery life.
Oh, it's going to go years.
When was the last time you charged your laptop? It's been
Me?
3 years. No, I'm talking about in 76
Oh, it's a
years.
lifetime charge. It's not even an issue.
Nah.
They're going to reverse engineer the alien technology that Pentagon is working with now. Have you seen T2?
All right, let's welcome, speaking of the devil, let's welcome the devil, DJ Douggpound.
Good morning.
I appreciate my wordplay there because I said that speaking of the devil, and you've got horns. Hey, okay.
Oh, look at that.
Victor Berger, the fourth behind me as always.
What's it, better?
I'd like to get an attendance record on Vic because I think it's near perfect.
Perfect attendance.
Yes.
Perfect attendance.
I haven't been sick in a while. I haven't had other jobs or gigs going on.
Not like the rest of us.
I'm here.
So this show is a low priority for Doug and me.
Perfect.
But for Vic,
This
it's
is my life. This is what keeps me alive.
Perfect pepperoni.
Victor Berger, of course, great to have you. Well, and stop playing your
I
keyboard
get
over
mad. I
other
just like
songs.
to set the mood.
Like when the band comes in, please.
I know, but sometimes I get bored and I gotta
Well, if you get bored, do something else.
do. All right.
Don't get bored on this
I'll
show.
just whistle in my head.
Do me a favor for the audience, for me. Don't get bored on this
I
show.
won't.
This show is my top priority right now, okay?
Right now.
Forever. Starting now.
At this moment.
There's no other tours.
Until the show ends.
Yes, and we are
This episode
winding
ends.
things down, and this will be our penultimate show. Matt, just
One
so-
more after
yeah,
today.
One more after today.
Yeah, I knew that. We didn't tell Doug and Vic yet.
No, but it's enough. There's
But
plenty.
you can still buy the archives.
I just said no to a huge job. because of this show.
What was the
Guys in
job?
office
You can't
hours are
reveal?
more
Construction?
Say what?
You can't reveal the job?
I can reveal it.
What is it?
Tiles.
Tiles.
That big building downtown with all the graffiti tiling that.
Oh. Captain Carlin wearing shorts today. Let's make note of that.
You guys, you've been wearing shorts.
What are you, Trump? This is Trump these days. He goes, well, they're the ones that are saying, they're the ones, actually.
You can't even see my shorts on the air, but after.
Wait, are there any pictures of Trump in shorts?
Yes, there's that
There are?
famous one with him
The
playing
volleyball
tennis.
one? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's like the only one I've ever seen, though.
Big diaper.
Recent?
Yeah, just anytime. I'll take it all.
Let's see. Oh, wait, look at that. Yeah, is that real?
Yeah,
That
that's a
big
real
butt.
picture. That's real.
What a terrible question.
I can't
to
see
ask.
anything on my
I
teleprompter
haven't
as
put it
usual.
up yet. Here we go. Look at that.
Oh, see?
It's a big rump.
That's why he doesn't wear shorts.
What's the rump?
Oh,
and
well, I
trunk?
would love to watch him play tennis. I didn't know he plays tennis too.
Oh, he's a great. I think he was in the Olympics this year.
I hate flies.
Yeah, he uses that. You have one of those? I have one of those rackets to kill flies with. That's what he's doing right there. All right, we're not going to beat up on Trump because he's having a rough couple of weeks. Things are not going well. He was on top of the world like 2 weeks ago. He was like crushing it.
Got shot.
Gift
and got
from
shot.
God.
Shot,
I don't like it.
somehow lived, and had that big party in Milwaukee where everybody was treating him like he was Mao Zedong, chairman, the king, like a benevolent king. He was sitting there bowing and praying as people were lauding him for being such a great granddad and a great golfer. And then, like, just the rug got swept under his feet. He's flailing. He's drowning. And we love to see it. We hope he does drown,
We'll have a national,
metaphorically.
and we will then be sued.
So much
They
I
will
could
sue
say
us
about
in the Ninth
about
Circuit.
that. But people hate it when I get political. Somebody on Instagram said that court jesters were never political. You shouldn't be. What?
I don't like it.
Who knows anything about what court jesters did or do?
Are there transcripts of their performances? Somebody-
It must have gotten a little political at some point, right?
I thought that was the point. They were the only ones allowed to
Yeah.
criticize the
That's their
king.
job.
Right.
Keep them honest.
The origin of the jester.
Anyway, let's welcome our big special guest in the studio, where I'm so excited to have him. Not from Entourage, from the Eels. What an honor.
Yes.
Good morning.
I want you to know that this show is my top priority for the next hour or two.
All right, that's fantastic to hear.
Very happy to be
You've
here.
cleared your schedule.
Completely cleared for at least the next hour.
Now, you're not doing any other press during this appearance?
I will be texting during some of the boring parts.
We should-
A text interview.
Find out what the boring parts are from Vic. He seems to have a good read on it.
We did.
Now, I want to
say?
get into everything with you. You came in, let me just be honest, and we do make the show about me.
Understandably.
The first thing you say to me was,
That which part? About
Tim
the-
Apple.
big fan. You said big
I said I'm a
fan.
big fan.
And I'll
I'm-
tell you why that matters to me, because I am a big fan of yours.
Well, I love when that happens.
Yeah, Frans, we call them.
I'm always very surprised by that if someone I'm a fan of is a mutual fan. It's always news to me. Like, I wish I had known a long time ago.
I mean, it's like I've never seen you in concert or anything like that. I'm not like
Oh.
crazy about you, but
I thought you were a fan.
Name one song, Tim. Name
well,
one song.
you know, I go pretty far back with you. I think as a fan goes, but there was a record of yours that for a time, and we all have records that are just like very important in a certain period of time in your life, and the Daisies of the Galaxy record.
Oh, yeah.
That one, that was my favorite record. I think it was right around, what was it, like 2000?
2000, yeah. That was a long time ago.
That was right when I started illegally downloading things.
I love
you know?
records.
Oh, well,
I
just
think
my luck.
Yeah, I know. Perfect timing. You got into the music biz. Perfect
Well, I got it in at least.
Actually-
I got it in at the end of the good part.
Right.
Yeah.
So you had, well, should I do the interview now, Doug, or should we talk? We should get a caller
Just
on.
do it. Don't
Just
talk
jump
about
in.
Calm
Do
down.
it.
They have nothing to say, these fools.
No, hey,
I'll say it.
I've always respected the Zoomers from the beginning of this show.
Not me. But we do have a bone picker on the
Oh,
hump.
let's get to that real quick.
Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Dave from Long Island, so you know.
Oh, God.
These Long Island guys. Dave from Long Island,
Dave,
you're
give
live.
me a break. What do you got, babe? Babe.
Tim, can you hear me?
Yep.
A quick bone. Since Joe Biden has stepped down,
here we
will
go.
you here and now agree to stop doing your impression of Joe Biden? It's terrible. I say this with peace and love, Tim. I say it with peace and love. Your Joe Biden is Barack Obama
Yeah.
saying Jack.
Jack.
And that's it.
Look, here's the deal.
Exactly.
Well, yes, fine.
Come on,
you know what?
man.
I take your point. I'm not too proud to beg. Now, I heard, speaking of that though, I heard this Josh Shapiro. You know who this Josh Shapiro is? He's the president of Pennsylvania. He's the governor of Pennsylvania. I hear a little Obama in him. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Can you play this clip?
Let me find it, yeah.
Wait,
The pundits have been talking about it.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He works hard.
There was
Listen,
one
I'm not.
word-
No, I'm not fucking Rich Little. I don't make my.
that sounds a
I don't
little
make my
bruised.
bread and
You
butter
were
on
bruised there.
impressions.
Yeah.
Who do you do? Who do you impress? Who do you impress?
I'm definitely not Rich Little.
No.
All right, you want to hear
And
Josh?
quick, Tim, I just wanted to
Go
get
ahead.
your take on the Timothy Chalamet, Bob Dylan biopic, and I'll take my answer off the air. Love you guys.
Wow, what a great professional
Yeah,
call
that's a
that
pro
was.
move.
Knows
That
what
is a
he's
Love
great
it.
call, and we
Yeah.
applaud that kind of.
Perfect 10 out of 10 call.
Now, I think you should close your eyes for this clip. I'll tell you my, and I want your opinions on this Bob Dylan stuff. But let's hear this. I think you need to kind of close your eyes to hear it, and it's subtle. I'm not saying this guy's Rich Little either.
Was here 248 years ago.
Years ago.
Just about 15 miles from where we are right now, at Independence Hall, where patriots decided to declare independence, where patriots gathered in taverns and town squares to decide that they wanted to be able to choose their own future, their own destiny. That work was here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. All right, yeah. So it's just in that, like these guys sometimes they just get they get a little southern draw.
It's almost like he studied Obama's speech pattern the same way Melania studied Michelle's book.
Speech, yeah, yeah.
Or speech, yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, thoughts on the what's it called? A complete unknown. Are you a Bob guy?
Oh, of course I'm a Bob guy. Yeah.
Listen, I thought I saw the trailer, and I think it's sometimes it's not fair to judge something by the trailer because trailers are kind of a science and tricking dumb people into seeing things, you know. And so it does have like a paint by numbers kind of feel. Did you see it? The trailer?
I saw it.
And it does feel like this, you know, Dewey Cox, the Walk Hard movie, kind of.
It's exactly my first thought.
Permanently
like,
just atom bombed.
Why are these
musical
still being
biopic.
made? I don't know what the point is.
Yeah. So
which one's Bob Dylan in that picture?
I personally don't find Timothy Chalamet that engaging of an actor. Like you look at Robert Redford. Now there's an actor.
Well,
You
I
look at Bobby
think
De
he's
Niro.
doing a fine job for what the job is.
Yeah, I just you know there's some people that like, and obviously he's incredibly successful.
Yeah.
What?
But for me personally, he doesn't radiate. He doesn't have that thing that movie stars have, where you just can't stop looking at him.
The
He's
Riz?
kind of a duck.
I just
he doesn't have the Riz.
I just don't see why these movies get made and why when there's like the Scorsese Dylan documentary,
You can just go to that.
like
Or Masked and Anonymous is a fun, great, weird movie. Have you seen that one? It's
Very
one-
weird.
Yeah, very weird.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. So am I going to see it? Of course.
Yes.
But I also heard, I mean, I don't want to call anybody out, but I heard some not so pleasant things about this Chalamet.
I mean, yeah. What'd you hear?
Yeah, just women things. Nothing illegal, apparently.
Wow.
He might be not such a great guy. I hate to say this. You know, I really hate to be in the position to say such a thing.
Don't say it, though.
I won't say it.
You don't have to say it.
You know, when you look into it, and I have very strongly, people are saying many things.
Sounds like someone's lying just to get attention.
That could be. All right, I just want to make an announcement quickly,
kidding.
too, that all topics are on the table, obviously. I'm up for criticism. Please no roller coaster talk, though. We can't talk about roller coasters.
Why?
Well, for a week or so now, my son, Charlie, who's now 7, has got it in his head. Well, he's just obsessed with roller coasters. He's very intrigued by them. He wants to, he's debating what roller coaster he's going to go on in the future. Nice. And every morning he comes into our kitchen, where I have my coffee and try to do a little morning work. He wants to talk about roller coasters. And we have a nice 5-minute conversation about roller coasters. But I'm over it. I can't keep going on about it. And then this morning, he was over it too. He came, because it was become a routine now. He comes in, he's like, I don't have anything today about roller coasters.
Wow, all right. Moving on.
Yeah. Let's take a Zoomer, because we would like to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, we have SJ here, and SJ has a problem.
All right, Mark, do you like solving problems? I mean, E?
Where is he? SJ? Can you unmute?
Yeah, I'm a great problem solver.
Oh, SJ, can you unmute?
And let me say, E has a new album out called Eels Time.
That's right. It's finally our time.
This is your big break.
After like 25 years or whatever, we finally are
number
getting
one
our time.
record in the not the world, but in America.
It's gone tinfoil in Lithuania.
No, it's a beautiful piece of work.
Thank you.
Who's on there? We got
SJ.
SJ.
Wait, you're still not unmuted, SJ. What's going on here?
What are you, Mark Hamill on the Dudes for Harris Zoom?
All right, sorry, SJ, you're having too many problems. We're gonna move on to Nicholas.
Well, we couldn't solve that problem.
Hi. Nope.
Sorry, SJ. Next time.
Well, that's just Carson, damn it.
Nicholas
can
is
you hear
there
me?
too, yeah.
Hi, Nicholas.
Hey there. I'm a lifelong Eels fan. I've been on board since the 1990s. Mark, your music has meant so much to me. It's like impossible to put into words, honestly. I'm also a huge fan of OHL. The whole crew there, my favorite podcast / TV show for sure. So this is amazing to me. It's all my favorite shit in one place.
You make a good
Wow.
point.
How nice of you to say. Thank you for saying that.
If anyone out there hasn't listened to the Eels back catalog, Electroshock Blues, Blinking Lights, Daisies of the Galaxy, you got to listen to that stuff. It's some of the best music ever made.
Whoa.
Anyway, I mean that, no hyperbole. Anyway, I had a snack-related question for all of you in the room there.
Of course.
And for the Zoom chat and the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Tim, I know you're a big peanut M&M's head.
I'm a big fan of the YouTube chat.
Yeah. Well, my question is, if you go into a gas station, what kind of gas station snacks or candy are you guys going to come out with?
All right, E, I'll go to you.
I mean, I spend a lot of time at truck stops on tour, and they're almost always disappointing for me, really. It's, sometimes it's, like if you're Nutty Buddy or...
If you're on a bus...
Ice cream count?
Nutty Buddy sounds pretty good. Yes, ice cream counts.
But I wish they would up their game at the truck stops.
Have you ever been in England?
Oh, a lot.
You know, the stops in the rest stops in England are 5-star experiences. Some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah.
There was one that we went to that was like a full farmer's market.
Yeah, what's going on?
That's a real nice one. Yeah.
Really nice.
Some of them in Europe are pretty classy.
Yeah. Doug, what's your go-to snack?
They have vegan options there. I would go with the Slurpee these days. I don't really get snacks. But
Slurpee good?
Slurpee good.
Whoa. I can almost predict Vic's. Let me see if I can remember what he always walks out with.
I was trying to think here.
Yeah. Bugles?
No, that's sick.
Bugles are good.
I love bugles.
They're all right, a little weird, but I would go. I wouldn't do the snack thing. I would get like a fountain soda because it tastes good coming out of the fountain. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Vic looks like a Cowtails guy to me.
I used to do Cowtails big time, but I would do an egg salad sandwich. I would get one of those like ones that are on the shelf there that we'd get in England or wherever it was. That's what I would do in a Diet Coke.
Well, listen, thanks for the great question.
Yeah, I just real quick. I wanted to put in a plug for. I was gonna say I really like barbecue corn nuts. They're very crunchy and have a lot of flavor, and I just wanted you guys to keep that in mind next time you go to the gas station. So.
I'll keep that in mind for sure.
Thanks, Corn.
So we overlap in a weird way. Well, I don't know if I would say overlap, but we had some mutual friends. But I've never met you before you walked in the door. But like I said, I was a fan of your music. And then sometime around, I would say 2005 or so, well, I don't know when, you put out a memoir.
Yeah.
A memoir and again, I was a fan of yours, but I don't know what compelled me to get the memoir. I mean, whatever. It was just I picked it up kind of randomly.
Let me guess, you still haven't read it.
No, I don't remember anything about it except one thing.
Oh.
This changed my life. It really did.
Yeah.
You in the book mentioned that you became obsessed with Randy Newman's Good Old Boys.
Uh-huh.
And I knew Randy Newman, and I couldn't say I was a fan. I wasn't too familiar with his 70s records. Huh. But reading you talk about it made me want to explore it. I explored it, and it changed the way I think about writing, music, making music. And so you put me on this trajectory that many of my fans don't appreciate.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody.
No, but it was that. It's fun to you're reading something and you're like, well, this guy seems really into this thing that I don't know anything about, and it turns you onto it. So,
I mean, that's good stuff, right? Good Old Boys.
Well, a plug for our friends. The Joker Men. They do a podcast about Dylan, but they expanded it out, and they're fans of. I mean, they're friends of us. We've had them on the show, and I just sat down a couple days ago, and it's out now to talk about Good Old Boys for like an hour and a half with them.
Wow, so you're deep into it.
Deep into it, but it sounded like in the book that you were too.
Oh yeah, I mean I say this about several things, but it's one of the things. It's as good as it gets in my book.
Yes, it's a perfect record for sure.
Yeah,
yeah. So check if you're a Jokerman subscriber, check that out. It was a nice
the reason I signed to DreamWorks Records back in the day was because my guy there would be Lenny Waronker.
Oh, really?
Who produced all the great Randy stuff, and he's Randy's best friend to this day. They knew each other as kids. And,
so was he at Warner Brothers?
Yeah, he was the Warner Brothers
and left
guy.
for DreamWorks.
Yep. Yeah.
So let's get into it. How did you? What's the origin story for E? How did you get the attention of Lenny Waronker of all people?
I mean, everything that's ever happened to me is a miracle. It's all my secret to happiness is having very low expectations. I didn't have any hope when I was younger.
Yeah.
And so everything's just a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
And the fact that I got to be involved with Lenny Waronker for 5 albums, it was just like a...
Were you here in L.A.?
Yeah.
So you were...
I came from Virginia in the late 80s when I was about 24. And, I had a miserable time. I didn't know anybody. It was insane. But I was just at my wit's end in Virginia. And so I just drove across the country and said,
with the aim of becoming a songwriter, musician.
Well, I never had any hope for that. But I had a girlfriend at the time in Virginia who was like, why don't you try to do something with music? You're good at it. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to get anywhere with that. But okay, you're right. What else am I going to do?
Yeah.
And I was just completely clueless. And I didn't know anybody in California. It was just crazy. I had a miserable 3-year stretch.
Wow.
Just working jobs I hated and just super depressed. But the whole time I was writing songs and making demos.
You were doing that like on your computer or on a tape?
No, this is pre-computer.
Yeah, I'd say like a 4-track.
I had a 4-track cassette thing literally in my closet.
Right.
And I would do what I later learned was known as the Nashville handshake. Every time I met anybody in the music business, where you shake their hand and
give them a tape,
slip them a tape, and that was never going anywhere. And then eventually I gave someone the Nashville handshake, and it went somewhere.
And who was that?
It was a
It's
guy
not Lenny
named
Waronker.
a guy named John Carter, who at the time was an A&R guy at Atlantic, and he liked it a lot. And he
Right.
called me the next morning and said he wanted to try to sign me.
Wow.
But his boss didn't like it, so that didn't happen. And then soon after that, he left Atlantic, and I kept giving him more demos as I was writing them, and he was always interested. And then he said he wanted to be my manager, and I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
You know? And then he had a garage sale, and one of his friends, David Sigerson, who was a producer, came to his garage sale. And
He was getting rid of your tapes.
Well, in a way, Carter gave David the Nashville handshake with one of my demos, and David went home and listened to it, and he loved it. And this is like how lucky my life is at times, which counterbalances all the unlucky times. Yeah. Equally intense, you know. And but David was offered the job of being president of Polydor Records.
Oh,
so he
perfect.
just signed me himself.
Jesus.
Wow.
I love it very much.
Well,
yeah. And then that didn't last long. You know, I did 2 albums and was promptly dropped.
Oh, really?
And then, somehow I managed to make it all happen again with Lenny Waronker.
So you had 2 albums prior to the big hit, which was Novocaine for the Soul.
I did 2 as E, and the first one had like a K-Rock hit on it.
Okay.
And then the second one just didn't go anywhere, and that was the end of it.
So you were, what? I don't want to make it seem like you were riding a wave but you hit at a certain time where there were who are your contemporaries?
Well, no, that was the kind of the most miraculous thing of it all. Is that when I came to LA, it was like the late '80s, early '90s, and it was all like hair metal and Guns N' Roses.
I was going to say hair metal, and you said it, so we're on the same page.
We are totally on the same hair metal page in so many ways.
Yeah.
But I was not part of any scene. I didn't feel like I had any peers that I knew of at the time. I think I met some later with, like Amy Mann and Michael Penn and John Bryan. But at the time, I didn't have any, and I never appeared live. I never played live until the first E album came out, and they sent me out to be the opening act on Tori Amos's first tour, and they were all surprised, as I was, that I was a natural live performer, and it worked.
Right. So, let me.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, Doug.
What were some of the shitty jobs you had when you first came out here?
Excellent question.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's hear it, Doug. Come on, man. You don't get it.
I got a lot of questions.
Man.
Well, a lot of them were sadly poetic, but at the time just sad. I had, for a long time, I worked at a garage in Burbank that was right across the street from the high rise that housed Polygram and Polydor Records, which I had no idea one day I would be signed to.
Sure.
And I was like the hose boy. My main, I would take customers, give them rides, when they dropped their car off.
Is it like a parking garage or like a?
No. It was a mechanic's garage.
Mechanic, gotcha.
And I went there because I took my car. I ended up working there because I took my car there to be fixed, and it was so expensive. And I was like, I can't afford it. He's like, well, do you want to work here?
Oh, so you're really doing like dishes in the kitchen situation.
Yeah. So
what does the hose boy do?
Mostly I was washing the cars.
Oh, okay.
And I just always remember sitting there with a hose and looking up at the Polygram building, being like, someday I wish I could be up there, And then a few years later, I was up there.
Yeah.
Looking down at the garage. It's amazing.
It's hard to truly appreciate that.
Yeah, I do.
Did you buy a sweet sports car and then bring it to the garage and be like, hey, remember me?
It was crazy. My boss there, I remember once, he had another garage across on the other side of Burbank, and occasionally I'd have to ride with him in his pickup truck there. And there was some traffic altercation one day, and he opened up his glove box and pulled a handgun out and pointed it at the other driver. I was terrified.
Ooh. That's not your usual Burbank behavior.
And certainly not my jam.
All right, we have to do the city of the day. We're going to keep talking to Eel throughout the show. We're going to By the way, I forgot to mention we got Mikaela Davis and her band coming in later. What was her name? What's the name of her band? Does anyone remember?
Southern. I think it's on the record.
Okay, I'll get to that later.
Something.
Southern Star. Yes, City of the Day. Folks, the City of the Day is actually this week. We have an exciting sponsor. Our sponsor this week is Armpets Deodorants. Deodorants. Armpets Deodorants. Hi, Tim Heidecker here. As you know, every time I do an office hours show, my armpits get sopping wet. How are they looking today, by the way?
Well, you got a dark shirt on. I think you're pretty good. Probably because you have your deodorants in there.
Okay. I've tried everything, antiperspirants, diapers, and powders, but nothing would stop my extreme embarrassment. That is until I tried Armpet Deodorants. Armpets are real gerbils that love to lick my dry pits. Why? Because they are thirsty. At night, I keep my gerbils in a cage with no water and a hamster wheel. They run, and by the morning, they are parched and ready to lick. Gerbils love the taste of my salty sweat. They keep me dry and keep out the odor. So it's a win-win situation for both of us. Order now and get a free Easy Climb shirt liner that will capture the gerbil turds and prevent them from escaping. I'm wearing my gerbils now, and boy, is it a great solution. Doug, are you wearing your gerbils?
Of course. Oliver's doing a great job right now. How are you, Oliver? Can't wait to get back to his spot. Back in my pit. There you go, Oliver.
Order Armpet Deodorants now by going to finally dry dot Richard. That's finally dry dot Richard.
We are gerbils and we like your...
Now, wait. Now I can dance to the jingle without worrying about moist pit embarrassment.
We are gerbils and we like your sweat. We will make your armpit dry. We'll make your pit. We are gerbils and we'll let you dry. Armpits.
Very nice.
Get back in there, Oliver.
They're ticklish. All right. Who's representing the city of the day today? I almost got that right.
Nico?
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Nico. How you doing? All right?
Yeah, thanks. The city of the day is Olten, Switzerland.
Whoa! I don't think we've ever had a Swiss.
I don't think so, no. The Swiss have been severely underrepresented.
Well, we apologize.
Thank you.
What's
So
the name
I
of
thought
the
I'd call it today because it's Switzerland's national holiday today, August 1st. That's like our 4th of July. And I thought maybe we could, get some Swiss content on this show.
Yeah, let's get into it. What's the name of the city again?
Olten. Olten is a German-speaking small city, 15,000 people, and it's got nothing but a railway station that's conveniently located, and that's why I'm here.
And what do you do there?
Well, I need to be in different places in Switzerland at different times, so it's just a convenient location. But I work at the university in a place called Basel.
Basel,
yes. That's the.
Why don't you fuckers take a stand on anything? That's my question for the Swiss. How about you grow a pair and get involved in the world? I don't want to mess with. I don't want to lose any friends over this, man. You guys figure it out.
Yeah. The thing that people don't know is Switzerland isn't just neutral; it's neutral evil. So.
Oh. Okay. Now I love the Swiss in a lot of ways.
If I may.
Yes, I've got a question.
So my question is, for those of you who haven't been to Switzerland, what's your closest connection to the country? Like 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon, but with the country. And for those of you who have been, because I know that E has been here, they've played here. What's the worst thing about the country?
Yes, E, what's the worst thing about Switzerland?
I thought this was a question for people who haven't been there.
Well, it's a two-parter.
No, if you've been here, if you've been here, then what's the worst thing?
Well, I think
And if you haven't,
I
what's your
think
closest
Tim's recent rant says it all.
Yeah.
That, like pick a side. Stand up for something.
Was that your experience here, that people didn't want to take a stand on anything?
No. You don't notice that while you're there. You're just
You're there for like 24 hours.
You're bowled over by the beauty.
Yeah, you're right in the Alps, right?
Yeah, and the people are beautiful.
To me, it's a flyover country. When I'm going from Paris to Rome, you fly over those beautiful Alps. You look down. That's all I needed from Switzerland.
Yeah, well, that is the good part. No, it's always a nice place to visit for sure. And it's a great place to live if you can afford it.
Yeah, what do you have, like Tina Turner living down there on the lakes and stuff?
Lake Geneva.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's where all the rich people hide their money.
True, yes.
I've been to Zurich before.
All right.
And
what was that like?
Complaints. I can't really say there's anything bad about it. The trains were a little too clean. I mean, you could have a little edge to your society, but it's a little...
Oh, you know what? I have a true story about this, though. I got one of those Swiss bank accounts.
Uh-huh.
But I lost all my money. You know why?
Why?
It all fell out. There's all these holes in it.
My friend actually just got
back. Do I need to say any more? I mean, am I done here?
A friend of mine was just raving about Switzerland. He came back from Europe recently. I said, "How was your trip?" He said, "Turns out Switzerland was the nicest spot. It's the sleeper hit." That's what he said.
All right.
It's a beautiful country.
Vic, what's your connection with Switzerland?
Well, I was going to say, I like Rubens a lot, but I don't. I've never been there, and I don't think Tim is right that they need to take a stand. Who cares? To stay out of it.
Okay.
Right?
Every country should be like staying out of
Just
wars.
stay out of everything.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're not going to make a big
But that's not the
difference.
reality
It's
of
only
the
like
world.
8 or 9 million people or whatever.
It's a beautiful point, though.
Switzerland produced Schwarzenegger.
That's...
And Hitler.
No, he's Austrian.
Yeah, he's Austrian.
Oh, I don't know why I got that as mixed.
Slightly offensive, Doug.
Who's a famous Swiss celeb?
Roger Federer.
Yep.
What else do they speak instead of German there?
French, Italian, and a group of mysterious mountain languages called Romansh.
Whoa, mysterious mountain languages?
Oh well, it's the Latin languages, but spoken by like 100 or 200 people each. So.
Wow. Okay. Well, all the best. We love an international audience, and
thank you.
Proud of you for being a fan, because it means you're got a good head on your shoulders.
Switzerland's the same as Austria, right? It's like the same kind.
Easy.
Sure.
Okay.
We actually have a. This doesn't happen a lot. We have a super chatter who paid $10 to ask Ia 2 questions.
Okay. You want to take a question from? This is paid.
I get like $5?
Oh, we'll pay you out. Yeah, this will go straight to you.
Right.
This is Laura Ann, whose favorite song is "A Good Day to Be You," and she asks, can you talk about what song you and Bret Michaels sung when he jammed with you during practice?
Wow, that is a deep cut question.
Here he is.
I don't even know how you know about that.
Oh man,
there's my guy. It's my buddy Bret, right there. So this was just a few years ago. We were rehearsing at the rehearsal place in North Hollywood, and Bret Michaels was in the room next to us, and that's it's one of the fun things about being a professional musician.
Yeah, what is that?
Stuff like this happens, and I'm a big fan of like, just weird pairings.
Yeah, is that's Skid Row, right? Bret Michaels?
No, Poison.
Poison. Sorry.
Yeah, and he was in the room next to us, and at some point during the week, he just came into our room uninvited and said, "Hey, how's it going, you guys? You want to jam?" And he could not have been nicer.
Sure.
He was a really...
Sorry to interrupt, but is he one of those, he's like a real lefty guy on Twitter? Or is that the guy from...
Axl Rose.
No, there's another one. I think it might be him. Or the guy from Skid Row. Who's the guy from Skid Row?
Sebastian Bach?
Maybe it's Sebastian Bach. I apologize.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure where he is politically.
It doesn't matter. We
yeah.
love all people
Yeah.
for different...
Yeah. Well, anyway, so he whipped out a harmonica from his shirt pocket, and we were working on the old Who song "Out in the Street," which is like the first song in the very first Who album, very old.
Oh, I don't.
It's a great kind of Bo Diddley-ish, great jam, and
Maximum
and I was like,
R&B.
okay, that'll work with a harmonica. And that's what we played with him. And
Nice guy. You didn't exchange numbers?
No, I don't. We didn't exchange. Oh, maybe we did. I can't remember. But
Brett, call in. I know he's watching. He loves the show.
Well, I mean, and later he when our album came out, he tweeted congratulations to the Eels. He's so nice.
It's such a disparate, such a
I know.
incongruous.
I love that. I have another one. It was with Steve Perry, who I did
from Journey.
Yeah, I never grew up a Journey fan, and I became responsible for getting him to sing publicly for the first time in 25 years.
How? What? I mean, what?
It was in some ways it was similar, but Steve was always coming to our shows. He was a fan apparently, and occasionally I would get word backstage that Steve Perry, would like to meet you. I was such a dick. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
And this is before I.
Let me know when it's Joe Perry.
Yeah, and this is before I developed this appreciation for these disparate pairings, And then one year, my lighting guy came back before the show and he said, hey, I just met Steve Perry in the audience. And I went up to him and I said, Mr. Perry, my girlfriend is a huge fan. And he stood up and he went, let's call her. And I was like, wow. I was like, what a great guy. All right, bring him back.
Yeah.
And we became friends. And at the time, I had a long-standing Sunday croquet game in my backyard.
Oh.
And he became part of that for years.
Really?
And
we gotta get on this list of yours.
We became friends, and then he would start coming to our tour rehearsals for years, and uninvited. He would just show up, and my guitarist Chet did grow up a big Journey fan, and he was always baiting Steve, trying to get him to, he'd play the opening to a Journey song.
Yeah.
And Steve would never take the bait. And then one year, Steve showed up carrying his own microphone. And we were like, oh, is it going to happen? And Chet started playing, the opening to When the Lights Go Down. And Steve got up and he did it. And I have to say, from a human interest standpoint, even though I hadn't grown up as a Journey fan.
Oh, his voice is unbelievable.
It was moving. We had horns that year. The horn section, they were crying. It was really emotional. And then he was like, I'd like to come out and sing at a few shows. And he did the first one. I don't know why he picked St. Paul, but he flew out there, and the encore was a 20-minute set. He started by singing one of my songs.
Yeah.
And then he did 3 or 4 well-known Journey hits.
I have a question. Your girlfriend that was a fan of his, was she just a small-town girl?
It was my guitarist, not my girlfriend. But he is also a small-time girl.
That totally wipes out your good question.
I have another question. Bret Michaels, back to him. Was he wearing the bandana? I'm just curious what's under.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You didn't pull
and
it
the
off.
cowboy hat over top of it.
Oh, sometimes it's the bandana hat combo.
So he had the full look going.
Yeah.
Did Steve ever talk about, what's his name? Jonathan Cain from Journey, who married Paula White?
Are you making just names up?
He wrote all the hits. He wrote everything. But
Well,
now
I
he's married
also
to Paula White.
talked Steve into
White?
attending Journey's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
Jesus, you really?
Wow.
Who knew you'd
I
get-
know. I'm the
puppet master.
I'm the great man behind the great men.
Here's another thing about you that I just learned, and I think this can go into talking about the new record a little bit, is, I believe so, your father is responsible. He invented, is this true? He invented the parallel universe theory?
Yeah, he's that guy, yeah.
Where did that come from? He's just sitting around one day and goes, I got it.
Yeah. Well,
I know what it
exactly.
is.
Exactly. Where did that
Was
come
he
from?
a physicist?
Yeah.
He was a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. He was a smart guy.
And that led to you being in you were in the Ant-Man thing because they thought that was clever?
Yeah, I didn't inherit my father's math gift whatsoever. I flunked out of ninth grade geometry. I must have been such an embarrassment to him,
But you, yeah,
it might
I would think so.
It might skip a generation because my 7-year-old boy is recently.
Oh, you have kids? Wait, you have a 7-year-old?
I have a 7-year-old boy too. He's not into roller coasters, but he did just discover coding. which is be like the last thing in the world I would be interested in.
Yeah.
So it might
skips
be
a
a skip the generation type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, we'll see.
And were you close with your father?
No.
No.
It was the opposite.
Oh, okay.
He died when I was a teenager, very young, at 51. And I was the only one there
That's
when
scary,
he died.
right?
You know, I had to try to save him and everything. It was very...
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was very traumatic. Yeah, you really don't remember anything from my book.
I really do. I am that way. I am that way. Like it's once I'm done a book, it's gone.
Yeah,
But,
I get it.
And it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
Now it's coming back to me.
I wonder how. How did it get to you?
Wow.
Should we answer Laura Ann's other question? This
Oh,
year?
yeah, she paid good money for it.
Well, that was a
Paid
long
good money.
answer. I should get $6.
Yeah, seriously. Will Mr. Murder ever record another song?
Ever record another song?
Mr. Murder. I need context on this.
That's
unless
Cool
it's
G
in the book.
Murder, my longtime bass player, keyboardist, recording engineer, secret weapon. I keep Mr. Murder too busy doing the Eels stuff for him to
Just read my
do
book.
any of his own stuff.
What's that drop?
Just read my book.
How does it work? Because you're the Eels.
Yeah.
Essentially, it is a band, I guess. But the other people in the band, do they kind of come and go?
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's I mean, lately it's turned into there's kind of like touring Eels and studio Eels, and sometimes they intermingle.
Yeah.
That's largely just because the guys that I have been playing with on tour for a long time all live in Portland.
Oh.
And
do they do other things?
Well, yeah, they're
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of jack of all trades
Right.
musically, but you know, I've tried to talk reason with them to move to LA, but they just love Portland.
So when you get ready to tour, they come down here
Yeah.
and you just book out a place
Right.
and you get through it.
And then wait for the latest Steve Perry or
Right.
Bret Michaels to.
Now back to your hitting these weird things that what do you want to call it, kismet or whatever, happen to be at the magical things happening. You're one of these guys that gets during this little pocket of time. You get on that Shrek soundtrack.
Yeah. That
because they don't do these fucking soundtracks. I mean, unless I don't know about maybe they do, but
Well, this is also back in the day when a lot of us, including myself, would be very choosy about soundtracks.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't want to be in some, kids
Shrek.
movie.
Yeah.
And then they showed it to me, and this
Was
is
this
hard
the
to.
first Shrek or the second?
It was the first one.
Yeah.
And then I ended up being in the second and the third too, but I was really. This is hard to appreciate now, but at the time, it really struck me how nice the ending was.
Mm-hmm.
That spoiler. That the princess, goes reverse, from beautiful
Right.
to ugly.
Right.
And I was like, this is such a great message. I love this. Yeah, I want to be in it.
What was that?
And
Got real loud.
nowadays, of course, nobody cares, and you just be like, yeah, anything that
Right.
wants it can have it.
Yeah.
But back then, it was like, I had the same manager as Neil Young around then, and so I was always just like, what would Neil do? It's like,
Right.
well, Neil would never do this.
Right. Yeah. That goes out the window pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
at a certain point.
What was there was one story somebody was telling me about a soundtrack that I don't think it was Shrek, but it was something like that at that time that somebody had a real obscure track on it. Do you remember what I'm talking about? It might have been the Titanic. No, it's not the Titanic soundtrack. I don't remember what it is, but because this one guy had this song on a record that huge. Maybe it was Shrek.
I mean, the famous one is Nick Lowe.
Thank you. Talk to me about that.
Because he wrote Peace, Love, and Understanding.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I believe Whitney Houston sang.
Curtis somebody.
Oh, that's right.
I was just talking about this a couple of days ago. I can't remember his name. Curtis somebody.
Like a soul guy.
Did a cover. I think it was a very slick, kind of top 40 sounding.
But it was on the Bodyguards.
But it was on the Bodyguard soundtrack, which at the time was like the biggest selling album ever.
Platinum.
But
he gets the
Nick
publishing.
Lowe, like everyone assumed, like Nick Lowe hated it, and I remember reading an interview with him, and he said, they said, like, what do you think about this cover on the Bodyguard? And he said, if Curtis ever comes to town, tell him there's a steak dinner waiting for him.
Yeah.
Curtis Stigers.
Curtis Stigers, yeah.
Back when CDs ruled this
when
town.
you sold records and made lots of dough.
So we do want to talk about a couple of things. Let's take a Zoomer.
Ignore this call.
Yes.
Or a hotheader, I don't care.
There seemed to be more bone picks. So
Great, I prefer it. No
we love a
offense.
bone pick. And then maybe we should have E shift over. Do you want to hang out? Do you want?
Yeah,
what do you
hang.
think?
I'd love to
I
have
can hang.
you.
I might
I'd love
need to hit the restroom or something on the way.
We'll,
if
we'll
that's-
have a break, but if
Okay.
you can use the well, there's a toilet in that chair.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just sort of turn around.
I could just
and
go
lean
my,
into it,
I
and it
could
should
just-
absorb it.
I could just. Is it okay if I just piss my pants?
That's fine too.
Okay.
We have people to change you later.
509, or you're live on the hotline. 509.
Oh.
Are you there, bone picker? Oh shoot.
Well, it's no wonder
Our-
you don't have any
that's on
friends.
us. We disconnected. All right, Evan. Evan has a new
509,
idea.
call back.
Oh, good, a
Yeah.
new idea.
Yes.
I gotta go. Hey, Tim, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I had a new idea for you. You know how they do those TED Talks? You know, TED Talks?
Mm-hmm.
What if you did that, but you called it Tim Talks?
Oh, okay. Let's
Yeah.
move on to the next caller. Thank you. That's a great idea. We'll consider it.
I'm about to bust.
Well, let's think about it. You know, if it catches on, people will do their own Tim Talks, and that's free advertising for you.
Oh, yeah.
How are those different than TED Talks, though?
Well, I don't
the
know.
point
You-
is,
you
Doug,
can-
it's free advertising for me.
Yeah.
I
which
think
is
we
what you
got
want.
it.
Smart.
Yeah.
Thank you so
I got
much.
it.
Appreciate that.
This
Always
will
looking for new
be a
By the way, later, and I have to tell you, I might have to check myself into a mental institution
Ignore this call.
because I suffered through. Why do I do this to myself? But I suffered through this Bill Maher, Hawk Tuah interview.
Hawk
What is it?
Tuah.
Hawk
Hawk
Tuah.
Haley. Hawk Tuah.
In the mental institutions.
What?
An insane
To a girl.
asylum
What's that, Don?
is a mental institution on steroids.
What's that?
An insane asylum is Silence of the Lambs. In the mental institutions. An insane asylum is a mental institution on steroids.
Fair enough. I think it's just
JD
another way of
Mandel.
saying it. It's just outdated. But this Bill Maher, I mean, we'll talk about it in the second half. That's really what I'm just teasing,
Oh, yeah.
teasing this because I made it halfway through, but this should be.
Should be
It
illegal.
should be illegal. It should be filed by the FBI. Should be investigating this. I know she's of age, but it's completely disgusting what this guy. I mean,
Really nasty.
this
And-
guy. What should have happened is, they taped this show.
Well, do they know do they know who we're talking about though?
Everyone
the
knows
guest.
Hawk Tuah.
I think so, unless you're living under a rock.
I didn't know.
I mean, I try to keep myself out of this stuff, but every time I do, somebody draws me in. 2 people send it to me this morning. Got to watch Hawk Tuah.
Just so cray.
And I think Bill should have taped this with this. I mean, nothing against this girl. She seems nice enough, you know. But Bill should have said, you know what? She leaves. Thanks for coming in. And he goes to his producer and says, I think we should just bag this one.
Let me tell you a story about the Beatles.
I mean, I don't think we need to put this one out. You know, it wasn't my best hour, and who cares, right? Let's just bag it. We'll you know, live another day, and
But
there's
he's
no
not
reason
any
for this to
producers, guys.
exist.
It's only him and her in the basement. They just press play up top or record up top. I'm serious.
No,
I'm serious. There's nobody in the basement.
So they're recording on all the cameras, and
all the
somebody
cameras
cuts it
are all
later?
set up.
There's
in the-
someone
yeah.
running the robots.
But there's
Vic
no one,
formation.
Vic
Here we go.
formation. No,
Vic
there's
formation.
no one in the basement. I swear to God.
Well, they might be upstairs.
They're upstairs, but that's not the basement, though.
Well, he can come up from the stairs, say, "Thank you for coming in, Haley.
Yeah,
Good
there
luck
we
to you.
go.
All the
That's-
best."
okay, that
That's
changes
just we don't need to put that out. It's there's something off about it.
All right, here's what we should do. We
unpleasant.
should let the band
We'll be
come
right
in.
back.
Let E either use the facilities or shift over there. We'll talk to the
shit over
hotline.
there? What'd you say?
You can shit over here.
I can shit here too?
You
Yeah.
can shit on Doug's chair.
Crazy.
Band, come on in, gets it up, and I'm gonna bring on this bone picker.
Okay,
so we can
good.
have a chat while they get.
That's a wonderful idea.
Can I mention that I have a game coming up in
Yes, I'm sorry, Doug. You've got a game that's called Ace the Bass.
Ace the Bass.
Ace the Bass.
This will be fun, Mark. You'll love playing this game.
Hawk Tuah girl
E.
presents. All right, 509. You should be on the air now.
All right. Can you hear me?
Alrighty then. Yes, I can hear you.
So I have a bone to pick specifically with Doug or Vic. I don't know which one it is, but I would like to ban a drop.
Oh no.
Okay.
We're banning a drop, folks. Get ready.
Bear with me. Bear with me, guys.
I
Every
love it.
time someone calls in, one of you plays a drop where it's saying, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Every time it is over the person that calls, and I'm done with it. I am ranting and
Yes.
raving and was told to call.
You go, gal. Yes, Queen. Yes.
Hello?
Amen to
Which
that.
drop?
I've been.
So which one of you is it?
Is it a male or a female voice?
This has been requested off
Their
air.
Oh, I
repeatedly,
begged them. I
and
said,
never
when people
honored.
call in, just let it happen. Like you don't need to. If there's ever a millisecond of
I just want to
dead
identify
air.
the drop. Is it this?
Hello?
Could be. And then you also do the. Anybody there? You do the. Is anybody there?
That's what
Yeah, that one.
That's
That is
me.
the one that you always seem to somehow,
This one?
like perfect timing, do it right
Anybody
when
there?
the caller's saying hello.
Anybody there?
I think it's a great note. I have to tell you, unfortunately, I think you've just concentrated it into you've made it much of a bigger deal.
Anybody there?
Streisand effect.
Yeah, now he's
Streisand
gonna do
effect.
it every time.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But in all reality, this has been requested off the air. This discussion has happened, and the
Yes,
boys
it's
do not honor
stopping
it.
it. If there's drops in here, I'm gonna hit
Now
them.
you're
I
here.
volunteered as tribute to call.
Well, that drop will be boosted and doubled.
I see what I mean. See, look what you've done.
Triple down.
Actually, we have
I tried.
we have an opposite bone picker. It looks like.
What?
Jeff, you have an opposing view.
Oh boy.
What?
Jeff, are you there?
We're in the weeds now.
What? Anybody there?
Jeff,
Yeah,
you're on the hotline.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I got a bone to pick with the person who just picked a bone about.
Oh, boy.
There's not enough drops on this show. There haven't been enough drops. I heard Smells Like Teen Spirit. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
All other drops are allowed still.
Well, I like this with two callers at once.
Yeah, let them
Let 'em
sort
get
it
it,
out.
let 'em
Get me
fight.
out of the middle of
Let's
this.
have
I
a
don't really
moderated
care.
debate.
Yeah.
And whoever wins, their
great
decision
debate.
stands.
Well, listen, I think the drops
Okay,
have
but
found
really,
a nice equilibrium. I always see these people. There aren't enough drops. What do you want? Because what are we going to do? Interrupt E while he's telling an interesting story that somebody might want to
You
hear?
can't hear the story when there's drops, right? Or can you understand both? That's my question for the caller.
Yeah.
Here's what we'll do. We'll let these guys fire away at a maximum speed all episode, but then we'll have stems come out so you can mix them yourselves.
Oh, maybe we could come out on that Kanye. Remember Kanye's little device where you could you could mix the stems
Right.
together.
Okay, enough. We're already running late, and we have Mikaela Davis and Southern Star, which I got a new tote bag, everybody.
What?
Don't have enough tote bags.
Okay.
Of her new album. Well, it's just called Mikaela Davis and Southern Star.
It's the old album.
what?
That's the old album. Okay.
That's
here-
the name of the band, Southern Stars.
I understand that. By the way, it's not Southern Stars, it's Southern Star. It's only one star. And she's here with us, not E.
And where are you guys from?
I'm going to interview her after the break.
Just one question.
It's not the question I have. Go ahead, you can answer.
Upstate New York.
That's not South.
All right.
That's not
And guess
Southern.
what, folks? Wes, what do I need to do? Just lower my thing? What's the name of the song you're going to do?
It's called Promise.
Promise?
Off that
Pull
album,
it
yeah.
Forward? Back. Okay, sorry. And guess what, folks? I'm going to play a little rhythm piano on the song, too. So we'll hear this beautiful song, and then we'll take a short break, and you'll stick around. E's going to stick around
Now I'm getting
back
excited.
there with Doug, and we'll be back with more show. Join us at patreon.com/officeHoursLive, and that way you can get a free nude image of Vic Berger. That's
What?
providing that for the next week.
What?
And it's very close up. It's a very close up macro shot. All right? We'll be back shortly.
with your hair. Were you trying to change for me? Honey, you're still there. Like a promise I never wanted to keep. Looking back, you're the one who gave me a reason to leave. I guess that's that. Just a promise nobody wanted to keep. I try to stay away, but who's the one to blame when I come knocking on your door? Turn up the lights. You can be the person I want you to be, hiding in plain sight. Like a promise nobody wanted to keep. Nobody wanted to
Someday when we get really drunk, I'll tell you the one that's one of my favorites that Conrad told. Is it Udo? Conrad. Oh, don't forget Conrad. Oh, God, he tells funny jokes.
Oh, he's a funny man.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's a delightful man.
I heard a funny one last night. Let's see now. The guy's on a desert island, gets shipwrecked with a pig and a dog. So after about a month, the pig starts to look pretty good. And he starts, you know, caressing her feet, tweaking her little nose, and the dog gets real jealous and attacks him. And so he has to give it up. I mean, the dog's really biting him, so he has to give it up. About a month later, the dog's asleep. He thinks he'll try it again. He creeps over the pig, the dog wakes up and growls and attacks him again. So he has to give it up. About a month later, there's a beautiful blonde shipwreck on the island. This world-class woman. He says, thank God. He said, will you help me? Will you hold that dog for Oh, dear. Oh, that's funny.
I don't wanna be like a T-Body, baby, you're the best I love. Thinking on the way, I don't wanna be like a T-Body, baby, you're the best I love. Thinking on the way, I don't wanna be like a T-Body, I don't wanna be like a T-Body, baby, you're the best I love. Thinking on the way, I don't wanna be like a T-Body, like a T-Body. On the way, I don't wanna be like a T-Body, Love, I don't wanna be like a G-Body, take me to the best I love. I don't wanna take you on the way. I don't wanna be like a G-Body, take me to the best I love. I don't wanna take you on the way. I don't wanna be like a G-Body, take me to the best I love. I don't wanna be like I love. Take you on the way. I don't wanna be. I don't wanna be I love. Like a G-Body on the way. I don't wanna be like a G-Body. I don't wanna be I love. Like a G-Body. Take me to the best I love. Take you on the way. I don't wanna.
Let's get some harmonies in the room. Ready? Again. Interesting. A lot of notes in there. A lot of men.
Masculine, unbelievably hard.
That's the note. Who's playing that? You?
Solidly.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful harmony.
Classic example.
We'll listen back to that because I think there might have been some discordance. Mikaela Davis and Southern Star is in the room. That was beautiful. I love the piano playing on that. Kind of neat. Good chord. Welcome to the studio. Mikaela came into our lives in a funny way. We don't have it, do we? We have this. You were on the cover of a magazine. What was
Film.
it?
Film.
Film.
Philm.
And that's this guy, he's a fish head. And we were goofing on it. And little did I know that you're a great talent. So I apologize. Like, who the hell is Mikaela Davis? She's on the cover of Fish magazine. But you are kind of in that. You kind of self-identify in the jam band scene.
Yeah, it's more like the jam band identified us as being in their scene.
They adopted you.
Yeah. But it's cool.
It's a good scene.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Upstate New York, all around.
Okay. And you were classically trained on the harp?
That's right.
Wow. And then did you go to school for it and everything?
Yeah.
And were you playing with orchestras and stuff, symphonies?
Well, in school, I went to college and have a degree in harp performance. But during school, I was also touring, and then I got like a booking agent and a manager, and just decided
See you later.
Yeah.
And you were so you're writing songs this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's very unique. I mean, the combination of the pedal steel and the harp. I think E was even saying it.
Yeah, great combo. I mean,
unusual.
It's unusual, but I mean, harp and anything combo is pretty unusual. But those two really go together nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Totally going to steal that.
You heard it here first.
All right. Well, you want to stick around? We've got lots to cover today.
Here's a still of this infamous. This is what started all of this. Was Tim holding up the cover, saying, "Who the hell is this Mikaela Davis?"
Oops.
And then we said, "Let's
Now,
find out."
anybody in this group? Are you guys fans of this show here?
I'm on
Yes,
the
sir.
Patreon.
Look at
actually.
this.
I've been keeping you
I
guys
watch
posted.
every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
You do?
Yes.
Big fans.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm a fan of yours. What's that? Some of you guys called in?
We did.
We were in the car.
Oh,
we
that's
called
right,
in
yes.
when Joanna Sternberg was here.
We called in a few years ago, and we listened to McCartney 3 live.
Yes.
Okay.
During
The
lockdown,
Christmas
it
hang.
was when it came
was like
out.
around
I remember
Christmas.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That was us. Yeah.
You know, speaking of which, we always like goofing on Jamesy. You have that picture? Jamesy, McCartney's son of McCartney. He was at the Bruce Springsteen show in London, and didn't have the best. In my opinion, didn't seem like he got the best seats for McCartney.
Son of a billionaire.
I thought maybe, hey Dad, maybe you could get me in the front row or something.
Well, it's a big, it could have been a VIP.
Let me see.
I'm trying to
What's going on in England?
Or he just didn't want to brag.
He's got the skybox.
He probably needed to call his dad.
I've got
and
it on
ask.
StubHub.
God save the king.
I thought maybe he'd be in the backstage or whatever. I don't want
Was it his
James.
Instagram? Was
I don't
that
want
where it
James
was?
McCartney.
I can't find it.
I don't want
Oh,
James
here it is.
McCartney backstage. You hear me, Stevie?
Yeah.
I love Jamesy.
Have
You
you heard
played
his
with-
new songs? The new single?
Yeah, I like him as a person.
Yeah. Great guy.
I mean, it's got to suck to have dad as
Yeah.
Paul McCartney if you want to be an artist.
Anybody want to talk to Mikaela Davis out there? We could take a call here. Welcome everybody back.
Anyone got?
Or talk to me or Eve
Duck,
or
you
Doug
got
or Vic.
something for the band? Our old pal Duck is back.
Oh,
He's got a bone pick. Got a bill to pick.
Oh my God, I don't know. Hello, that was lovely. Well done.
Thank you.
Isn't
Love
it stuck in everyone's head, by the way? Can I get an audience
What?
reaction right now? Isn't that damn song just trapped in your brain? Look at this. The place is going wild.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, while I'm here, one of my bones to pick really quick is that
Ducks
there's
don't have
never
bones.
a live view of the live output, so I never know if I'm on the screen when you invite me on. That's a big bone I numb on. There we go. Now I can see. Aha! I can see. I can see. But sometimes, like, you're like waiting for me to talk, and it's because I don't think I'm on screen.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Okay. Yeah. You could even just make it a tiny little box in the corner.
You could just
a
trust
little
us, Duck. Trust us. We're
Yeah.
doing our
Okay.
job. You just
Yeah,
talk,
that's
and
the-
we'll take care of the rest.
I have a question for the band. Do any of you meditate?
Yeah.
Of course. Not you, Mikaela.
Couple,
You're
yeah.
too busy
Yeah.
creating and writing and making music.
Making content.
Yeah. All right. Question answered.
How does it help you perform, or write, or both? Does it?
Yeah, it definitely helps you feel grounded. I mean,
sometimes it brings up things that can make you feel kind of funky, but if you get in a regular practice of it, then it's a good thing to get in the habit of. Makes you
You a spiritual person? Do you meditate? What's your practice?
I have had periods of meditation, but I'm kind of the classic person who only does it when their life is a mess. And you really need it.
But it's too late.
And it really comes in handy.
I've been meditating a lot because my life is a mess right now. So yeah, I have been. It's great. It's the best.
Do you do it twice a day, like TM style?
I also I'm kind of started out the same way, like when I needed it, but more recently I'll get into a regular practice, but really once a day in the morning. But then I also like to sing like devotional songs later on in the day.
I like that. Some chanting.
Yeah, chanting and
You ever hear about George Harrison was chanting so much, like he had injured his jaw or something like that? He was like in this. He was like, I'm chanting 9 hours a day. That's a little too much, George. And by the way, you're playing in LA tonight at the Echo.
Yep, that's right.
And then you're where are you on the tour?
Right in the middle.
Yeah,
Right in the
kind
middle.
of the midway point, and then we keep going south. We started in Montana, played in Big Sky. It was beautiful
I bet.
outside, and then went over to Seattle, Portland. And on our way down, actually, we stopped at Mount Shasta and got some of the drinking water there.
Yeah?
And then before we left, we all sat in a circle and Kian chanted.
Wow.
And we all laid there, and so I guess I did kind of meditate recently.
You didn't get a Shasta?
I got to
Like
drop
the
out of
pop?
society and join the Southern Star as the piano player.
Yeah.
We didn't get any Shasta, but later we checked in the hotel and the rooms weren't turned over, and there's a big box of like Shasta cans and stuff. So it kind of made.
Isn't that the name of like a soda?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
asked if they had the pop.
Right.
Shasta pop.
Shasta Cola.
All right. Who's out there? Who wants to say hello to me?
Duck, did you have a comment regarding
I wonder if does Duck meditate?
meditation, or was that it?
Well, what? Yeah, I meditate.
Oh, look, he's got a soda. He's got some Shasta right there.
Yeah, I got this spiritual something or other bubble blop. I don't know, but it works. Makes me meditate longer, harder.
Do ducks
but
burp?
no, seriously. Oh my God, no. What? What? Do I burp?
Yeah.
Not on command. I mean, I can't just burp. No.
Just
But,
try it.
You know, they happen.
Just try it.
Okay. Wow, look at that.
One more.
Drop. Save that moment. Thank you. I'm
Can we not in front of
Okay, thank you. My blood pressure is going down.
That's a dead duck. All right, thank you, Duck. All the best to you.
Forced meditation. Thank you. Bye.
Forced meditation.
All right, should I talk about this fucking Bill Maher thing?
We have a lot, and we have JD Vance, we have Bill Maher, we
God.
have
Oh,
Doug's
my God.
game. We have
Did you?
a lot.
Did you see my? I'll send this to you.
Something new now?
Ignore this call.
I'll send you this. I found his. He writes novels too.
JD Vance?
Yeah. Well, he had that big book.
Hillbilly Elegy.
Yeah, but I guess he's writing novels now too. But he's got the worst pen name. Have you seen this pen name of his out there?
Oh, I
sent
think
to
I
you.
have it
No.
here.
Look at this. J.A. Jant.
We've endorsed JP.
We're not fooling anybody.
JD Mandel. JD Mandel.
Yeah, what was JD Mandel? Let's just call him JD Mandel. from now
JD
on.
Mandel.
JD Mandel gave the audience supporters a rare backstage glimpse of what it's like backstage at a Trump rally. Did you see this video? This is a lot of fun.
Hey guys, JD Vance here at Radford, Virginia. I thought I'd take you behind the scenes a little bit. When you get to an event, they've got a ton of crap for you to drink and
Crap.
eat. Diet Mountain Dew, about a dozen Snickers, a bag of chips. If I ate even half this stuff, of course, I'd balloon up like crazy. This is the energy that powers the presidential and vice presidential campaign. Of course, I'm honored to be supporting President Trump. I'm honored to be his running mate. If you want to help us, chip in $5, chip in $15 to get the message out and to get people to the polls. This election is so important. Your resources help us do the things we need to win it.
Upgrade that.
Dumps, big massive
He
dumps.
knows what he's doing. He knows how to handle Trump and take care of him, like take control of him. You know.
Will my donation go to make this little spread a little
We're
nicer?
going to upgrade from Snickers to Kind
Put some
Bars.
Shasta on there.
Well, he's acting like
Ton
he
of
didn't
crap.
put that on his own
Ton of
rider.
crap.
I mean, that's just a great.
A ton of crap for you.
That's just a great still right there. A ton of crap for you. That's
Wait,
like
so
the new.
if you
That's
go-
the Trump campaign slogan.
If you go to a rally, that's what you get to choose from, like
No, I
thousands
think
of
that's
people.
backstage.
If you're backstage, if you're the
Oh.
president, you get that.
Well,
Person,
VP.
woman.
Well, VP gets
Possible
that, yeah.
VP.
Man, they got him dressed up like Trump and everything
Yeah,
with
he's
the red tie.
holding himself.
Get
the
the
same
hand
way.
movements down
Gross.
I don't like it.
Big regrets. All right, so then what else, Matt? We got
What
this.
else we got? We got Bill Maher,
What a
or we got
mess.
Doug's game.
Oh, Doug's game takes priority in my mind.
Doug's
I think
game.
I've said everything. Well, let's just show this quick clip of this White Claw situation on the Bill
I mean,
Maher
it
show.
is a good clip. It
This,
kind of encapsulates everything.
So he had Hawk Tuah. That's Hawk Tuah.
Hawk Tuah girl.
She's a Star Wars character.
Let me tell you a story about the Beatles.
Yeah. Now, I think this is funny for a couple. First of all, Bill Maher is probably just on a checklist of a PR person's go-to. Like, all right, we got you on KTLA, and we got you on BuzzPop.com, and this Bill Maher show. So that's your Thursday, okay? She's like, all right, yeah.
I
do
bet it was
whatever.
the opposite. I bet Mars people were like, we got to get what's trending.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
Hawk
think
Tuah is
happened.
trending. We got to get her on ASAP.
I think he really.
Neither of them, by the way, neither of Bill or Hawk Tuah is aware of each other or is interested in talking to each other. Like they're just being told what to do, and it is so painful. I need to go to that asylum because it was the worst conversation between two people I've ever seen. There's
Purity of
nothing
food
in
is more-
common. She's not terribly bright.
More important than like meat versus.
But-
I'm not a vegetarian.
There goes the.
You know,
There goes those
maybe.
drops.
What is that?
And somebody asks me this every week, and every week I say I'm roofing myself.
Oh.
It's something to give flavor to sparkling water, so you don't have to have
This tone of
diet
his.
soda, which
What
has
flavor? He
chemicals
doesn't
in
say
it.
what flavor
Apropos
it
of our conversation about
Flavor?
eating clean. Even my soda's fucking clean. That's how fucking
Even your
clean.
tequila's clean.
Even my
So
well,
good,
no,
it's perfect.
all liquor is poison.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you
Alright,
just
what are you doing?
dead-ended the conversation.
I knew.
But then watch this. This Who's on
What the
First
fuck is
routine we
that?
get into.
Okay, hear me out. I don't like seltzers at all. I think they're disgusting, but I actually like these. They're pretty good. They don't taste like sparkling piss.
I don't even know what that is. Seltzer. It's just so it's not alcoholic.
Oh, it is. It's
Oh, it
got
is.
4.5%,
Oh,
but it don't taste like piss water.
it's 4.5% alcohol.
What are you looking for?
He's always looks like he's looking
and
for
so
drugs.
it's like
or
a wine
something.
cooler.
Listen to this.
I guess you could say like a watered down wine cooler is what it tastes like.
It's a stimulating conversation.
Like this
white-
one's black cherry.
Like White Claw. Is that the same kind of thing?
Kinda, but I don't like White Claws.
White Claw.
White Claws.
What?
White Claw.
White Claw.
White Claw.
Yeah, White Claw. Enough. I mean, can you just make a 45-minute loop of White Claw? White Claws? White. Yeah.
Claws?
He's like, let's just stretch this. Get me.
Exactly.
How
What
you
are
say
you
oil?
laughing
Huh?
Oil.
What word are we saying?
OIL. Oil.
Oil. Oil is how that's
Oil?
pronounced.
Oil.
at? All right, and I, you know,
Yeah.
He's in a
Okay.
pissed off mood because
Really
right
gonna
away
rule
she's like,
out-
I don't know who you are.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
had to
she
sound
goes
out
right
your
into-
name.
She seems cool. I think she
Yeah,
would
I think
be a
she's
good
way
guest on
cooler
our
than
show.
Bill
She's
Maher
fine.
ever
I don't
could be.
care. I
like-
don't give a shit about her.
She's,
I bet,
she's got the Riz.
Here's my guarantee. Here's my 100% guarantee. I'll bet you $100 that in 2 years you'll have absolutely zero memory of this person.
No.
We're gonna check back
No.
exactly.
Yes.
Let's
Oh,
just
put it in
play
the
this.
calendar.
Well,
Same
now
clip.
it'll be
Yeah.
locked in, and you'll
She's
be.
here to stay. She's gonna
Every
have a
night,
meeting.
Doug is going to study
We gotta
Hawk
get to
Tuah.
his pitch. He has his big pitch.
Oh yeah, let's hear this. This is messed
Wes,
up.
keep yeah. This is like
Work
what it's
news anchor
leading
for
up
you.
to.
But I do think broadcasting, because you have already a platform. You know what it is?
I think I could tell him like the weather or something.
I got it already. No.
What you got?
You need to do a podcast. You do it right here on Club Random, if you do it my way. Sex expert.
Oh boy.
What? There you go.
What?
Hot dogs!
Let's give this guy another $10 million for that.
All right, let's play Doug's game. Jesus, I didn't want to see. I need to go to an asylum.
We need a palate cleanser.
And I'll tell you why.
Oh, get it off.
It won't stop.
By the way, you know why Trump talks about asylums? We talked about this. Did we talk about this?
I don't know if we talked about
He's always talking about mental asylum. He heard the idea that people are seeking asylum here. That's what the brain does for him. That's what I mean. It's the only thing that makes sense. They're coming from asylums. So they're coming for asylum, dum dum.
Do you guys know why does Tim talk? Sorry, Tim.
Excuse me. Hey,
oh
watch
my
it.
gosh, I'm so sorry. Why does Trump talk about Hannibal Lecter? Like I can't figure. Like why does he keep bringing him up?
That's what. Yeah.
That's probably what it is, because he comes from a mental institution, insane asylum.
His cultural frame of references end in like 1988. Like that's when he stops engaging with the popular culture. So his memory is like basically, yes, the 1988's probably Silence of the Lambs, somewhere around there. That's the last frame of
they're
reference.
saying that the asylum seekers, he's getting that confused with people who are from insane asylums,
That's
like
what I said.
Hannibal Lecter.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
No, you said 1988.
Thank you. I was trying to figure.
But
it out.
I mean, it's a mess because he talks about the late great. As far as we know, the character of Hannibal Lecter has not passed on, if we believe fictional universes exist.
And Anthony Hopkins is alive and well too, so it's not that mixed up.
In the mental institutions, an insane asylum is a mental institution on steroids.
Can I just explain my game real quick?
Yes, of course.
You're gonna see a band, and most of them are like reunion era, like a band that has gone. This is during their reunion,
right?
And you're going to guess. Just see if you can point out. First of all, you get 1 point if you guess the band. Another point if you can pick out the bass player.
Ooh. Okay.
And then if you want,
By
you can
name?
just try to name what instruments they all play.
We love the bass players, and let's.
This is called Ace the Bass.
Okay, is everybody playing? I don't. You guys have to be one player.
Yeah, band is collective.
And don't just yell the answer out. Try to go.
Can
ding,
you
ding.
imagine if we went through every one of Southern Star? Every one of Southern Star gets a guess. That doesn't make any sense.
We'll have a huddle. We'll lock in.
If I could get a ding ding
family
before you
feud.
yell the
Ding,
answer. Ding ding.
Okay.
And I want E to play too.
I'm playing.
Do you have a mic? Oh, he's got the mic.
Yeah, I got one.
He's wired up. Okay.
No Zoomers in this game, I guess.
Too much. It's too much.
All right. You're playing for the Zoomers.
First
Southern
image.
Star. It's Cheap Trick.
Oh.
I don't know.
We get a ding ding. on
ding.
that.
Oh, ding ding,
Okay.
Tom. Tom, what's his last name?
Tim said something. What'd you say, Tim?
I said Cheap Trick.
But you got to say.
Who's the bassist? Right?
I know, but I get a point.
Okay,
for
you got a
knowing
point
the
for
band.
Cheap Trick, but I prefer a ding
I
ding.
met him once. He's a nice guy, and I.
Oh, you need to
know
point
that-
out which
oh,
guy it
man.
is. You don't have to name his actual name. That would be a 10-pointer.
Oh.
I'm saying it's the guy with the tie.
I'm gonna say it's not that, because I think it's the guy on the far right.
Southern Star. Mikaela.
I wish we had numbers under these guys. Then we could just say it's 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Right. Well, wait.
Like a lineup.
Just say left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Glasses.
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 Wait,
Okay. And
Oh,
E.
wait, I'm gonna
Not
say
sunglasses,
Regular
regular
glasses.
glasses.
Yeah, see through.
Okay. Southern Star wins it. The singer is the guy with the hat. He used to have long hair.
I know.
Oh my
Third
God.
guy, that's Robin Zander.
Oh, and they used to have a drummer that had a cigarette all
Bunny
the time.
Carlos.
remember
Bunny
that?
Carlos, I think.
That's Robin Zander's son plays
I
drums for
see.
them.
That's why I was
Oh, that's the
confused.
curveball that threw me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I get a point for Cheap Trick.
Oh man, this is Def Leppard.
Oh.
Nope. You got to go ding ding, please.
Oh, sorry, ding ding. It's not Def Leppard. Oh, I do know who it is. I'm out.
Oh, I know who that is.
Am I out? Oh wait.
You go ahead.
Ding ding. Duran Duran.
Correct.
Duran Duran.
Duran Duran.
Now.
A Duran
Pick a
Ran
bassist.
Ran, a Duran Ran.
And we'll just go number 1, 2, 3, 4 from the left. Also, some of these don't have bassists.
Oh, that's yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You could just say no bassist for a point.
Does E automatically get a
All
point?
right, we got
if
a
they've
guest over
shown
here,
up in
Southern
his
Star.
rehearsal?
Huh?
Does E automatically get a point if they've shown up in
Three
his
from the
rehearsal?
right or the left?
If they showed up in his what?
His
One
rehearsal
from the left,
studio.
tall guy.
Oh.
Right?
What are we talking about here?
Okay, we just
This is low stakes. You'll get the free mugs either way, guys.
Oh man.
Three.
Okay, E, who do you think it is?
I don't know.
Well, you could try to take a wild
Okay,
guess.
wild guess. I'm going to say number 1.
Okay. Tim?
3.
Okay. Southern Star and Mikaela.
And Tim.
All right.
That's true. I am in the band.
Yeah, I thought this was a ding ding the first.
Wait, what did they say?
3.
3.
Okay, and Vic?
Seems correct.
Yeah, I was gonna go 3.
Okay. Everyone gets a point except E.
What's his name?
Oh.
Well, it's unfair. There's a lot of you.
Duran.
There's
It
only one of
is
me.
totally
It
unfair.
should just be the
Totally.
one ding dinger gets to answer, no? And if they're wrong, it moves on. Not everybody gets to
Well, you know what? Maybe if you would have agreed to play a song on the show, brought your band, did the
I
work.
know, but I know that you have that Paul Schaefer rule where the band can play only if you play with them.
We'll do it like this: ding ding for the band name, and then everyone gets a guess. But we'll just move it along a little quicker.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, that's Bruce Springsteen on the left.
I don't know who that
I definitely recognize it. Ding Ding Def Leppard.
Vic gets the point for Def Leppard.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely not on the right.
I can't see anything.
Can I get a bass player?
Oh my god.
2.
Oh.
Ding,
Definitely
ding,
not
2.
5.
Ding ding.
Look what I have to do to see
Okay,
this.
we got a 2.
2.
I'll go 4.
4.
I'm going 2.
2. Tim?
I'm also going to go 4.
Let's get the reveal.
Yeah, baby! All right.
And the signature drummer with one arm.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Ding Ding Fall Out Boy.
You got it, Vic.
Oh, shit. I don't know
Can I
anything
get a
about
bass
that
player?
Should be easy.
Should be easy if you've
Number
paid
1.
attention at all.
You know anything
Okay, next.
about Fallout?
Oh no, Ding Ding 2.
Okay,
I don't know anything about
Okay,
Fall Out Boy.
ding ding 2.
gotcha.
Mr. Pete Wentz.
Ding Ding 2. I mean, I'll get the point. I'm just going to go off of everybody's.
I'll say 4.
Okay. It is indeed 2.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm just riding the wave here.
Now they're going to get pretty obscure.
Okay. Wow.
E might maybe know who this is.
2 guys with hats. That's difficult.
That's Elton John in the middle.
The guy in the middle is really familiar.
I'm not sure who this is.
And it's a band. It's not like a guy in a lead. It's not
No,
like
it's a
okay.
band.
It's a
They're an
full band.
80s band, I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Oh, I heard the most annoying song I've ever heard in my life yesterday. I'll tell you what it is.
I'll give you a hint. When your
Tell us
car
off air.
breaks, you got to...
Mike and the Mechanics.
No.
Oh.
That's a good guess, though. When something breaks, you might want to...
The
Fix.
Okay.
One thing to another.
Okay,
Give an
so
E the point.
It's the Fix, and... Give me a bass player. Just off top.
Okay, ding ding,
Ding ding 5.
5.
Okay.
Do you
Vic?
agree with that?
I'm gonna go 1. I think.
Okay.
Ding ding, I'll go 3.
All right. Tim?
2.
The band gets it.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. I fucked
No,
up.
no.
I got it mixed up because
I get it again!
I knew it was a guy with a hat.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm just.
It's
just
5.
It was 2. It was the...
Listen to this. You know this song? People, you guys probably love this song, but.
Oh wait.
I know this song.
This is the worst song I've ever heard. But it's called Tell Me What's on Your Mind. But, Doug, it sounds like something you'd make.
Is this the Fix?
It's on your mind. No, this song's awesome.
No, listen. Wait. It's got all these crazy. Wait.
I know this
Trevor
band. I had the
Horn.
guy on my podcast.
It's 7 minutes
Oh,
long.
really?
Listen.
What band is it?
They're called Information Society?
Oh, Information
Informa-
Society.
yeah.
Yeah.
Incorrect. They're good.
Try listening to this whole song. Try
Well,
listening to this
that's
whole
like
song.
that's like the DJ remix.
Oh, I
right?
see. Very annoying. You're not touring with Information Society, are you?
All right. Next. Sorry, this game's kind of a dud, maybe.
No.
Okay, we'll go through it quickly.
Even if it is, Doug, you can't say that.
Yeah.
It's
It's about the tangents. This game will be about
All
the
right, let's do
tangent.
the tangent.
And this is this
Look at this
80s band. Huge hits.
I want a bone picker on the line to rate the game. It looks like Matt Berry over there in the middle.
Ding Ding
go ahead.
2.
Who's the band?
I have no idea.
Okay. You're voting 2 for the bass? Okay.
Yeah.
Straight to the bass.
All I know is the guy on the right is not in the band. He's just a fan who's posing with the band.
It's kind of a fake Kenny Arrow.
Ding Ding 3.
Yep.
But no one's guessed the band.
The name
Okay,
of the
2 and 3.
band.
Nobody knows the band.
Los Lobos?
Trying to think. It's a Don't You Forget About Me.
No. Okay.
There it is.
A flock of seagulls.
That's a flock of seagulls?
And the guy on the right, yes, he probably went bald. Cut his hair.
Right.
Those guys
I
had
like
like the
that.
big.
Yeah, they were known for their
Space Age
hair.
Pop song is so good.
And I think E got the point for that too.
Well, I do know my flock of seagulls.
I know it's Kajagoogoo.
Oh.
Oh my God.
And these are all 80s, is that right?
This is an 80s band.
Okay,
They had
okay.
like one hit.
Oh, that's not fair.
I'll give you a hint.
It's like eight.
I'll give you a hint. It's what they're not wearing on their head.
Ah,
Men without hats?
Ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Men without hats. Their bass player is number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go 3.
Or should we change it up and say 4?
That was my first.
Well, I thought 1.
But you thought 1?
Oh,
You did 1?
yeah.
1?
1.
Ding ding 1.
You're all wrong.
Oh, yeah, it's the guy in the
No
front.
bass player.
Oh, come on.
Oh wait,
I
but did
warned
you
you
play
early.
keys bass?
There's gotta be a
synth
low
bass?
If you
end
guessed
going on.
keys,
Oh,
you could
sure,
probably get
yeah.
it. Did you guess keys?
We
Yeah.
guessed
Yeah.
1.
All right, you got the point. You
That
got the
counts. That counts.
She holds
Band
What's
and
their
Doug
song?
get a point.
You can go.
the
You
safety
can dance
dance.
if you
Safety
want
dance.
to.
Oh,
You
right.
can leave your friends behind.
When they play live, is that the only song they play?
Well, they probably play at that Tubular Festival where they got
Yeah.
4 songs, and they do that last.
All right, one more. How about?
Oh.
No, they get better at the end.
Oh well.
Oh, Ding
okay,
Ding
I mean,
in sync.
Ding Ding
Oh, yeah.
4.
No bass player.
I mean, Joey Fatone might be the bassist.
Oh, yeah. Who's
Oh,
the
vocals.
singer?
Ding
Right.
Ding
Right.
4.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the
4.
bass.
Beartown.
Oh, that's interesting.
Lance bass.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm gonna give you the
Very
point.
good.
Let's get
that-
through them.
Yeah, Kean.
Come on, they get
Lance Bass.
It's bass.
We'll get through it more. We'll get through them. This is impossible.
Wait.
This
Hold
is
on,
impossible.
hold on. I'm going to look at their faces closely.
No, you won't get it.
Go look at their shoes.
They have one. They had one song on the Valley Girl soundtrack.
It's the Who.
Ding Ding 3.
Good, okay.
Yeah, 3 feels
It's
very-
Ding Ding 1.
Okay,
a
let's
song
get
you would know?
Let's get through it.
No idea.
Yeah, a song you would know.
What do you
Ready
say?
for the reveal?
3.
Okay, we'll just say 3, 2, 3.
Okay. Reveal Plimsolls, and it's the guy on the right.
Oh, wow. John in the chat actually got it.
Wow.
Nice work, John.
I should have known.
I
I
don't
have
know the
similar
Plimsolls.
shoes.
I don't know who the
John, you're a
Plimsolls are.
Plimsoll's head?
Oh, yeah, Peter Case. He was good.
Yeah, Peter Case.
Oh, Peter Case.
He's from the
okay.
Nerves, I think, also.
Right.
All right, let's keep going.
Give
Oh,
John
okay.
a point. John in the chat.
The Cars.
The
Ding Ding
Cars.
Cars.
Okay.
And it's 2.
It's 2, yeah.
Ding Ding, Elliot.
Number
Easton.
2 for the bass?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elliot
Marco
Easton.
Kasich.
Was he bass?
Oh, you're right.
Wait. Oh, I was thinking Rickenbacker. Rick.
Rick.
It's 1. Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know. I should know this.
I'm feeling a strong 3.
You are?
Yeah.
No, he's the guitar player.
Okay.
I'm going to go. No, there's no bassist in this one.
Okay, reveal.
Mm.
Vic got it. Vic got
Because
it.
he died.
Point to Vic.
Who's going to take you home?
Yeah,
That was the
I think
drummer
the
that
bass
sang
player
that.
No, it was
died.
the bassist, I
The
think.
bassist died, I believe.
Wasn't it?
No, the
Chris?
drummer
Never
sang
replaced him, wow.
Who's Gonna Take You Home Tonight,
don't
I
know.
think. And
Look
then
this up. Let's see if this is Tim formation.
Let's go to the next. Let's get through these.
let's get through these. Why?
Well, because you want to shut the whole game down.
No, I don't. And we've been playing for 25 minutes, but
Wow.
That's really funny.
What happened to our bed there?
Okay, I'll say this: the two people on the
bed
ends,
dried up a long time ago.
The band is the only the four guys in the middle.
I like that they're.
The band is only the four guys in the middle. There's fans posing with.
I'm gonna go the Romantics.
Good.
Is
You
it
got
really
it,
them?
Vic. The Romantics.
I'm amazing.
Wow.
Now there's a drummer singer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's the bassist now though?
I think 5 is a bass player.
No, that's
Just not in that band.
Oh, I see what you're saying. 5.
Well,
yeah.
that's
Okay.
that's Clem Martin,
ding,
right?
ding, ding.
Yes.
I'm going to go 2 because I once shared the stage with the singer and Ringo Starr.
Hey!
I recognize the singer.
Were you on were you in the All-Star Band at any point?
No, but I was at a show. We played at the same festival as them one year, and I was stalking Ringo all afternoon.
Yeah.
And I finally got to talk to him, and I nervously made a sarcastic joke that made him about face and walk away from me.
Oh no! What was the joke?
All it was I do this because I get nervous and I overcompensate. He was just being super nice and making small talk with me, and he's like, "Well, we're talking about the weather. You know, we're in Europe somewhere," and he said, "You know, I'm from England." I was like, "Oh, really? I didn't know that."
And then he just
because I'm one of those guys that knows more about him than he knows about himself.
Right. But
And then he just
find that
about face and said, "I'm going to go talk to some other bands now."
He didn't think that was funny. That's a good joke.
But it had a great happy ending. At the end, during his show, I'm on the side of the stage watching. I got my whole band is there. We're all watching. And he takes a break while Edgar Winter plays Frankenstein.
Yeah, as we all do.
As we all do. He goes back and has a smoothie, and he walks up to me and he says, "Would you like to sing on the last song?" It goes, "I get by." And I was about to stop him and go, "Oh, is that how it goes?" But I didn't.
No,
this
you
time.
knew you've gotten bit once.
And it was a great moment.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I know what the singer looks like, so that I would have picked him as the bass player if I didn't know.
Can you point out the singer?
I'm going to go 2. I believe the singer is 4.
You're correct. You're correct about the singer.
I already saw
the bass.
reveal
Yeah. By the way, this game was really hard to research. It's hard to because
I
their
was
new
wrong.
members are like not
3.
listed anywhere.
Yeah.
But that bass player is friends with Johnny Depp, and they're estranged friends now. Because
Oh, that's what's his name? Bruce Whitkin?
Yeah.
Bruce
He
Whitkin.
was like testifying against Johnny Depp in court.
Yeah, I have this long.
Now they're like enemies. I don't know.
I have this
Is he a
long
Hollywood
running joke with Greg and John C. Reilly where we argue on text about whether Bruce Whitkin is an official Hollywood vampire or not.
Oh yeah.
And you have it gets really dark and deep, and we get into very serious arguments about Bruce and Johnny, and totally for no reason at all. But we'll be finding obscure articles where he's listed on the back of the record, and just it's a fun little game we play. Bruce Whitkin. All right, one more, Doug. How about it? That's the Rolling Stones.
Ding Ding, the Replacements.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Paul Westerberg.
Can you guess the guy on the right?
Oh, yeah. Friend of
Josh
show.
Freese. Is that Josh Freese?
Yeah. Friend of show, Josh
Nice.
Freese.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, the bass player, they've had a couple. So it's like a replacements bass player in this case, if it's a Josh Freese era.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1.
Yeah, one's young looking,
Yeah.
and he's filling in.
Yeah.
Okay, we're saying ding ding 4.
Well, wrong because that's Josh Freese.
Josh Freese.
But
I didn't recognize him with the
I
tape
think
on his
it's. I believe it's 2, and it's the original bass player, right?
Tommy
That's
Stinson.
Paul West-
Oh,
isn't
Tommy
that Paul
Stinson.
Westerberg?
That's right.
The other brother is the one
I was
that-
thinking guitarist.
Yeah. The other brother. His brother.
Oh, isn't 2 Paul Westerberg?
3 is.
That's
Oh,
3.
3.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a weird pick.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's take a call.
Just
Great game.
Just click through them. Just take a look.
Yeah, I
at
want to see some more. Come on, keep it going.
Oh, this is the final one. Final one. This one's good.
Ding Ding, Sex Pistols.
Yes. How did
Is
you
it
get
really?
that?
Oh, wow.
Holy
Minus
shit.
Johnny Rotten.
Look at that. I can't believe I got that.
Oh, this is a trick question. Because the bass player would not be the one that everyone remembers.
Because he's dead.
He died
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
But check this out. This is the original bass player
Glenn
before
Ma-
Sid Vicious
Right.
replaced.
Right, but nobody remembers what he
Sid
looks like.
Vicious. Before Sid Vicious, this guy who was one of these four.
Original pistol.
Ding ding.
The original
I'm
pistol.
going to say 2.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's had a rock and roll life.
Yeah. Too busy in the cubicle.
I've been managing an air
Okay,
conditioning
2. The band says 2.
company.
E says 2. Vic says.
I go 2.
2. Tim says
2.
2.
You all win. See?
Wow. God, we're good.
You ever felt like you've been cheated?
Yeah, he looks healthy.
All right, let's take a
This
call.
has never
We got a
happened.
call?
A 3-way tie. Tim, Vic, and the band. All 8 points. You all get a
Beautiful.
mug.
Cool.
Did
All
you
right,
guess
let's
Sex
try
Pistols?
SJ
What's that?
again.
Did you guess Sex Pistols?
Yeah.
How did you get? Because
Just the guy on the far right.
Jones.
Just
We
recognize
did
his
it,
face.
SJ.
Yeah, Jones.
Jonesy's
We
doing
did
it.
it.
Not Mick Jones. What's his name?
Yeah, hello.
Is it Mick?
He was on the left.
Hello, hey.
It's recognized.
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I got a problem.
Good.
I've
Okay,
been
go.
shooting up testosterone once a week, okay, and it's bringing me some problems. And I do it because, unlike you guys who have an in-house production of your own hormones, I don't have that. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to outsource it to Walgreens or whatever. So, anyways, I'm injecting this stuff, and trans people got a lot of problems. And one of them, for especially trans men, is when I'm in the shower. And not to be graphic, but I am naked in there. My hair starts falling out.
Oy.
Okay, so male
Like Joe
pattern
Rogan.
baldness.
Joe
Yeah, it's on the
Rogan.
horizon. I'm scared, and so I can only think of 2 solutions. But I would love if you guys have a third one. One, I go bald. That's it. It's done. All this gone. Or I start a federal campaign to ban gender-affirming care to save the hair. See, I got a little jingle. So, what do you guys suggest?
I have a
Or a third
solution.
option.
Solution number 3.
Yes.
You wear a hat like Vic.
Exactly. No one knows what's going on under here.
It seems like you got plenty of hair to dispose of,
Yeah.
by
Yeah,
the
what are
way.
you talking
This does
about?
not seem to be a problem, but let me see the. Let me get bird's eye
Seems
view.
fine
Let me
to
get
me.
bird's eye view. Yeah, you can trim. You could thin out a little bit. You'll be fine.
You got a few
Okay.
years
All
left.
right.
Why don't you
So
get a
I can
wig?
just I can wait it out.
Go to Turkey and
All
get
right,
that
well-
new surgery.
Hey, I want to do that. I mean, my Instagram is nothing but these guys that are getting those barber haircuts
I've seen
with
it.
the
Real
lotion,
precise.
and they're like
With the
rubbing these
flames.
guys' ears. We should do that with me. I could use a trim. Bring one of those guys in here and let me.
I'll do it.
You'll do it, okay.
Yeah, you just get you lean back. I'll get my razor and my
Is this
leather
what
strap.
you're talking about? This is nasty.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
what's going on
What
here?
is this?
Oh, that's a botched one.
Oh, well, now let's not botch me.
We'll get you this guy. Oh, there you go. That's a good transplant.
Get
like the
Tim
one on the
Pool
left
over
better.
here. We'll do it to him.
Oh, this is kind of.
Well, hey, thanks Tim for being the spokesperson and the leader of the trans movement,
I
solving
am?
our problems. I hope that you
Be happy
solved
to.
the other ones, the hate crime problem and the legislation problem. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
We can't
I'm
wait to see your
proud
work.
ally.
This must be difficult.
By
for
the way-
SJ because you're staunchly anti-bald.
It's true.
Yes, I know, and I don't know. Yeah, it's
Is there
hard.
any
It's hard.
baldies in the house tonight? No, you guys are all
Ooh.
looking good. Nice heads of hair. Watch it, you.
more
Speaking of, what's it called? The People's Joker is now available for You can watch it online. The People's Joker from our friend Vera Drew. Great movie.
How did it get streaming? If
Yeah, I
it
don't know.
have all kinds of issues with. They sorted it out. The
They
lawyers
sorted
took
it
care of
out. All right, let's pick any bone pickers left.
I actually have a bone to pick. I know you've been taking a lot of heat
All
today,
right,
but
let's take it.
I gotta say, Tim, your
Am I
guest
dead?
house toilet could use some work. The plumbing.
Yeah.
I understand.
I agree.
The bag situation that you had a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think you should have a couple more.
It takes a
bags
while.
on hand.
All it does, it takes a while for the tank to fill up. And I think what happened was somebody in our core group here, not the guests, and certainly not our guests, used it for fecal usage, for disposal of fecal reasons. And therefore, it took a long time because that's the big flush, right?
Yeah.
So.
All right, that's all.
I've requested many times that members of the core unit, the Trinity we call it, use their own private facilities for fecal disposal.
Well, you can.
We went
also
down
put
to
a
the
fan in there.
cafe.
Like I said.
Can I just jump in here? Speaking of the Trinity, can I tell a quick joke about the Holy Trinity?
Maybe some
A
other
little
time.
later.
Let's see how you
Yeah?
guys do. If the audience loves it out. Yes, please.
Okay. Oh no. Thank you. Okay. So why was the Holy Trinity formed?
Why was the Holy Trinity formed? You didn't give any clue?
I have no clue.
I have no
Okay.
idea.
So one day, God and the Holy Ghost are hanging out, and God is playing the piano, and the Holy Ghost says, "Oh man, that sounds so great what you're playing there. I love that." And God says, "Thanks. I've heard you play the drums before. You're pretty good." And I was thinking maybe me and you should start a band. And the Holy Ghost says, "Oh, I'd love that. Because I just love the way you play. Everything you play is so beautiful. Like what you're doing right there. Like what is that sound?" And God says, "Jesus too."
Very good, very nice.
I feel bad. I don't get
Thank
it.
you.
Jesus.
So God is the Holy.
Kurt, can we get a Jesus too, Kurt?
I got it.
Oh, thank you.
No. How do I do it?
Like do a Jesus with your right hand, like, and then add an A.
Wow.
Boring.
So it was formed
It's
from
a
a
boring
misunderstanding.
joke. It's a boring
I don't think you get it.
Insane, yo. That sounds much better.
Insane, yo. The Jesus 2 was what they used to use as a rim shot in the old days.
Really?
Really?
No.
All right. How about
talk to some more folks? Ian Luxton, old friend of the show.
Oh,
called in
rim shot!
before.
Long time no see.
Hello.
Hey, Jack. Hey there. Good to see you. I said a quick question. What do you guys call Tim when he's being bashful?
What?
Tim Heidecker.
Oh.
You want one more?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely want one more. This is too
What do you call Tim when he's feeling blue?
Tim Saddecker.
Tim Heidecker.
All right, thank you. Goodbye. What are you, the bully from when I was in middle school? I recognize you anyway. This kid used to throw me into the lockers. I used to take the sandwich out of my lunchbox and throw it on the ground and step on it.
I got a nice one. You want a nice one?
Yeah.
What do you call Tim when when he's got his umbrella?
Tim Flydecker.
Tim Heidecker.
Go listen to Bach. Look at him. Put my Bach poster up.
Spit in my mouth.
Get out of here with your Bach. So the girls come over and go, "Oh, this is a real classy guy."
You want to hear some jokes?
Meanwhile, he's got a Smashing Pumpkins CD in the CD player. He's like, he mistakenly kept his Gish sound Shrek CD.
What's wrong with that?
You're gonna be. There's a new Shrek coming, I think.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I gotta
be
get in there.
You gotta be.
You know, I'm on a Shrek.
Thanks,
I'm
Ian.
on a Shrek soundtrack too, and I'm not kidding.
Oh yeah, which one?
These guys in Wisconsin do Shrek Fest, and they did Shrek Retold, where they had just random people redo the film scene by scene. Some of the scenes were animated, some were like really homemade, and they asked me to do the Joan Jett song that's in there. I did a cover of that.
So it's not a real Shrek CD.
It's not.
Not really the same thing.
No,
Not
it's
at
not
all.
the same thing, but in a way it is. If you think about it.
My 7-year-old son, who could not be less impressed with what I do for a living, recently discovered Shrek and he loves it. But then there was a heartbreaking moment when he finally showed interest in what I do. And he said, "Do you sing that song that goes, 'Somebody'?"
Give us a little. Hey, now you're an all-star. Go ahead. Little. Come on. No, you don't have it. You got to be ready for these kind of things. My kids love that stupid song too, and they know that I hate that I don't care for it, so they always put it on.
I don't mind that song, but I wish I had sung it now so my son would love me.
You don't think your son loves you?
No.
I don't think he does either.
Can you blame him?
Well, sons are supposed to do different stuff than what their dads do, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
what do you expect?
You got to rebel.
Is that it? You just have the one kid?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have two. Twice as many.
No, you're a better man than I am.
That's right.
Twice
I'm
as
like
effective up
JD.
here.
I'm JD Mandel. I think people that don't have kids are worthless.
I'm definitely one step closer to being
Yeah.
a childless cat lady than
Doug,
you.
I should have more votes than you, don't you think?
Somebody once told me the world.
Yeah. All right. Who's out there, Matt? We said one more call, and then we'll get around with our recommendations.
Oh, yes. Everyone, we give recommendations at the end of the show, so you can have a quick think about that. This is going to be sort of inside. This is Uncle Jeff's lawyer. Is that Pim?
Hello. Can you hear me? Hoi, hoi.
Uh-oh. Yes?
Hi, I'm calling from Utrecht. Can you hear me?
Yes, from Utrecht. Is that Switzerland?
Yeah.
No.
No,
it's
Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah.
In the Netherlands, yeah. So I'm calling, you're the Tim guy, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so the Pope called this other week, yeah? You had the Pope on.
Yes,
from
we
the
had the
Vatican?
Pope Francis called into the show, yes.
Okay, very good, yeah. So my client is this guy, Jeff. You call him Uncle Jeff, so.
Yeah, I remember Uncle Jeff.
He's my cousin, we kind of look alike, I understand that, but this guy, he wants a little bit of retribution. He wants some retribution. That's all.
I understand, because if I recall, the Pope damned.
He called my client a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Not great. Mijn geld is op. Ja, dat is slecht.
How can we be of assistance? I mean, this seems to be a matter between you, your client, and the Pope.
Okay, so we couldn't get hold of the Vatican. You seem to be in ties with the Vatican on your show.
Well, he called us, right? So, Matt, do you have any connection with
We're
the
just
Pope?
a platform. We don't.
Yeah.
We're not responsible for what callers do. We're just the platform that they use. So we have no legal responsibility.
Yeah. You can give me their number though.
Yeah, we could. I'll connect you with the Vatican.
Yeah, we'll work on setting you up,
stay on
because
the line.
I thought that was disrespectful. We love Uncle Jeff, and the Pope coming on my show. I don't care how divine this guy is. For him to call you a piece of shit is out of line. Shame on
No,
the
we
Pope.
don't like the Uncle Phil guy. If this guy, his face is melting. He's got high blood pressure. His face is fuchsia colored. His
face is
got some help.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir. And give my best to Uncle Jeff.
I will do. Thank you,
Okay,
Bill.
Okay, bye.
This election's crazier than a soup sandwich.
Well,
Ignore the
Uncle
call
Jeff.
there.
Look at this. The rise of Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff now doing bits.
He's trying to get on
I
the
don't know
fast
about
track.
I don't know about that.
You got to
can't
start.
fast
You got to
track.
start somewhere.
You got to put in like a year of just normal calls before you can pull that.
I
off.
know. Oh,
to
big step.
graduate.
Could be a big step back for Uncle Jeff. We'll see.
Tim knows what I'm saying.
I know.
Just read my book.
All right, it is going on noon here. I couldn't be hungrier. Can't wait to eat lunch. What are you guys going to do for lunch? Well, you got a show tonight. You going to get over there and start setting up?
Yeah, at some point. We played a show in Morro Bay last night and then drove 3 hours
God.
to get here, and we're staying at our friend Dan's house. And
Hey, Dan.
I realized that we didn't have the address when we got in at like 3 in the morning. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. So,
You don't have Dan's address.
Well, no, the address to come here.
Oh,
but
shit.
then when my manager sent it to me, and I realized you are 2 minutes from a friend's house.
Really?
10-minute walk. So
Well, let's not dox anybody here, but this Dan's a good guy. Should I become friends with Dan?
yeah, you should.
Great studio too.
Yeah, great.
Good
Come
bass
on.
player.
Truly.
Yeah.
Really? All right. Well, we'll talk offline about that.
Did you walk here with that harp?
We wheeled it over.
That's
I actually had to back all the way down his street because it was a no outlet, and then come over here.
E. Do you have you've got the record out, Eels Time?
Yeah.
Is there any touring happening with it, or is it just a?
Yeah, we got an awkward touring schedule situation because I don't know if you remember the pandemic, but
It was a movie, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, well, it was a real life situation, and it was like 4 years or something like that where we couldn't tour.
Right.
And we put out 2 albums during that time, and then finally we could go on tour like a year ago now. So, and then we just put this record out like not even a year later.
Yeah.
And like they like you to like
stay away for a minute.
you got to go away. You know, how can they miss you if you don't go away? Type
Right.
of thing. So it's all the fucking pandemic.
It really fucked things up.
So is it yes or no?
Nothing on this. Nothing announced yet.
Nothing announced yet. Yeah.
So, all right, folks. Well, I'm sorry, we always forget to brief you, but if you have, we've been compiling a rec center, a recommendation center. So if there's anything that you're into right now, music, TV, movies, books, what do you have to recommend?
Food.
Can I go last?
Yes.
Okay.
What about you guys? One for the band.
A recommendation?
Yeah. Neil Young and Paul McCartney playing A Day in the Life from maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
The one with the marimba
Maybe
moment?
10
Maybe
years
10?
ago.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It's really special. They're having a great time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
for that.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Vic, you got some
I got
outlandish?
a documentary. It's on YouTube called 1964, The Polo Grounds Requiem for an Arena. It's about this like weird baseball stadium. Do you remember that in New York? And it's oddly shaped, and it's like you can hit home runs real easily. But it's this weird black and white documentary. It's like all this like jazz music behind it. It's like oddly dark for it. Kind of interesting. You have to see it.
Send me that link, Vic.
I will.
I'll recommend a song that came up on my Discover Weekly yesterday that I thought was really cool. It's called Wanna Be Tied by Salon Music.
Nice.
I like a band from Brooklyn called 79.5.
79.5.
They're kind of a retro soul-ish thing that's done really well that could have been actually recorded back in the day. And it's on all your streamers and whatnot. 79.5. It's just left of the dial.
Nice.
I like the name. Is it with the numbers?
Yeah.
Or the
Yes.
spelled out?
Good question.
Did they open for One O Tricks Point Never? Could be a good bill.
I'm unsure.
Could be a cool bill.
I tell you something. I don't have anything. I haven't been enjoying anything.
Come on.
What are you talking about?
I can't think of anything.
I got
What?
one for you.
Okay.
Revisit Midnight Run, the movie.
A great movie.
Charles Grodin.
That's a great one. Yeah.
I just revisited that, and then I dug into some interviews around it and went into a Charles Grodin hole.
Grodin. Well, I mean,
best.
have I ever recommended Grodin on Carson, talking about how he doesn't care about the guests?
I think we maybe
Maybe watched
showed
it.
that when he
I mean,
passed.
put that on the.
I've actually read all of Grodin's books.
Oh, really?
That's how hardcore I am.
Did he put out like he was like Charles Kuralt there for a minute, or Andy Rooney or something, where he would put out these books about
Yeah,
life?
it was just kind of spouting opinions, but they're very entertaining and well written.
Cool.
One of them was called "It Would Be So Nice If You Weren't Here," which is something that some English lady said when they were touring a castle, and he was in a room he wasn't supposed to be in.
Ooh, it would be so nice if you weren't here.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
The
listen.
lonely guy?
Check out
You know the
Mikaela
lonely
Davis
guy?
on the road if she's passing
The
through your
lonely guy?
town.
Grodin?
And what?
Oh, sorry, I was going to say The Lonely Guy, Steve Martin.
Ah,
Yes. Right? With
masterpiece.
Grodin. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I based my life on its
Really?
teachings.
Sweet.
Thank you all. You can join us at patreon.com/Office Hours Live. You can pre-order my record coming out in October, Slipping Away. And I'll be at ThingFest in Washington, I think, soon. And on the road with Waxahachie. Those tickets are up there on the website. And the websites are available now for free. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and all the best. And have a great weekend.
Ignore this call.
October 2nd. Today, my life began. My parents do not know it yet. I am as small as the pollen of a flower, but it is I already. I will be a boy. I will have blonde hair and blue eyes. Nearly everything is settled already. October 19th. I have grown a little, but I am still too small to do anything by myself. My mother does everything for me, although she still does not know that she is curing carrying me under her heart.
Just read my book.
Just as a crumb of bread is
Just read my book.
my mother exists.
Just read my book.
My mouth is just now beginning to open. Just think, in a year or so, I'll be laughing, or later I'll start to talk. My first word will be Mama. October 25th. We are gerbils and we like your sweat. We will make your armpits right. We'll make your pick. We are gerbils and we'll lick you dry.